New tonight, opening statements in Lori Vallow's murder trial are planned for Monday morning. But first, the attorneys have to narrow down this jury pool, which they continue chipping away this week.
The Rexburg mom is charged with murder, conspiracy, and grand theft related to the deaths of her 2 kids and her husband's late wife. This trial, of course, as we've been covering, is happening in Ada County over the next 8 weeks. We've had crews at the courthouse all week, including myself. Attorneys have to get to 42 potential jurors in this phase. This phase is called voir dire, before getting to the next phase of jury selection.
So they weren't able to get to that number in today's jury panels. They ended the day with 39, so they still have to get 3 more, obviously, to get to that 42. We thought they'd get there today, but it has been proving more challenging because of pre-trial media publicity and hardships in people's lives. So they're going to pick this back up tomorrow, and they're going to try to get to those 42 people. Jury selection will start later tomorrow, though, not in the morning. It'll start at 1:30 in the afternoon because the judge and parties involved have an administrative meeting in the morning. Once the prosecution and the defense question all 42 people, they'll narrow that pool down to their final 18, which will serve on the jury, I should say, for this case. 12 jurors, 6 alternates. You're going to see more sketches here from court today. You can see Vallow Daybell wearing a turtleneck and some glasses during today's proceedings.
And the drawing you just saw, you saw her wiping her eyes or her glasses. More than anything, though, this process is about eliminating people the prosecution and defense attorneys do not want on the jury. Of course, they haven't agreed on every juror, right? They want what's best for their case. All week, attorneys have questioned jurors in groups as well as individually. They've asked the judge to dismiss dozens for hardships like work, life, and family, and others for cause, believing they could have a bias about the case. The judge said it's fine if people watch or read the news, but it's a challenge in this case with so many people knowing about it ahead of trial.
Again, as they've been asking all week, attorneys have asked jurors whether they knew Vallow Daybell or anyone connected to the case, if they've had any opinions about guilt or innocence, if and what they knew about this case before coming to the courthouse, and if they could convict someone based on circumstantial evidence. After they get to those 42 potential jurors, each side then gets 12 peremptory strikes. That means they can excuse people without saying why, essentially dismissing that potential juror because, well, they wouldn't help their case.
Right. As we mentioned, opening statements are set to begin Monday morning. That's anticipated to be at 8:30 if all goes according to plan. Opening statements do typically go pretty quickly, so as the courts progress, after that evidence is then presented. But again, we're still a few days out from that.